What's up, dudes and dudettes? Today, I'm gonna go get my car lift, bringing it to the garage, and I don't know if it works. So, I guess we'll see if it works. I plan on running to Lowe's. It has to be wired in. So what I'm gonna do is get the wiring, a plug that's the same as the welder plug, so I can plug it in the receptacle I already have. And I guess we'll plug it in and see if it works. The lift needs some work. I have some stuff to do. I also want to go to Harbor Freight and get a bench grinder with a wire wheel, because that'll come in handy with some stuff, because it got some rust. And I got to patch some stuff on it. The floor plate, I want to cut the end of it off and put some new steel on, and just some things like that. I need to get some fiberglass body filler for that bumper on the Lancer. I also need to disassemble it a little bit. I need to get the headlights out, and then I'm gonna do body work with it on the car. So I got to take the bumper off, take the headlights out, put the bumper back on, and then we'll work from there. So there's only 4 bolts holding it on, so it's not like it's a big deal. And yeah, might have to do a little bit of fiberglass reinforcement, because the bumper did crack a very small bit underneath the one tail light, or yeah, the tail light. Underneath the headlight, I'm screwed up, because you had to really pry it out to get it to mold to the body, and it cracked. So it's not a huge deal, but like I said, we need to reinforce it, put some fiberglass on the inside. There's just some stuff that needs to be done that's going to take time to dry, and we're going to do some work on the lift. The dirt bike is just ticking me off because I keep break stuff or it needs something. So it's what it is. But I need to also, I'm going to JB weld those mounts on the side skirts, so that's going to take time to dry. I also need to get some JB weld. We need to do some stuff, boys. Also want to thank Daddy Tech ENT. This is not new. He sent me this Ryobi impact and speed charger, which is the same as mine. It's just his has a smaller battery, but he was not using it, so he donated it to me. And if anybody else wants to donate some tools to me, just contact me through email and we can hook that up. Huh? We're actually having a nice day here today. It's Saturday. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 60s. I'm all for it. I think it's supposed to rain though. I'm so sick of rain and snow and everything and the sickness. I'm sick of it. Anyways, I'm headed out to my buddy's place. He's the one that has the powder coating business. That's where I left my trailer. That's also where my lift was. So he loaded it on my trailer while I had it there. So I'm gonna go get it, and then I'm gonna have to finish it myself. But it's not horrible. I just wanted them to blast the bottom of the legs and epoxy paint them or whatever. Whatever. I'll wire wheel it all and put new paint on it. I'm probably gonna customize it anyway, make the lift look like my own, put some graffiti on it and everything, and stick some badges to it, some stickers for some horsepower, and put a Stewie sticker on there, and then it'll be all customized. Now my buddy's place, it was a mud hole back there, so my trailer is muddy, my hitch is muddy, my truck is muddy, so I'm at the power washer, and I'm just gonna spray everything off before I take it home, so that's less dirt in my garage. Well, boys, we did it. Didn't video any of it because my dad doesn't like being on camera, but he brought his Kubota up here, and we got him drug off the trailer with the floor jack and using ratchet straps and stuff. But they're in the garage. I need to do some cleaning up. I want to clean them up real good, clean the cylinders up. The bottoms I want to wire wheel, and we're going to put PR15 on them, which I got to go get. As of right now, they're just up on boards enough that I can get the jack under it. That one, the jack's actually stuck underneath it. And I got to go get a bench grinder. I busted the tail light on the trailer just backing into the driveway. The slant on it, I didn't realize the light hit. So the light hit whenever I was backing into the driveway, and it busted the whole thing. It busted the whole light setup. This is all of the hardware that he gave me with it, which I'm noticing I'm a pin short. Okay, there's a pin in that one leg over there. So we're not a pin short. It looks like everything is here then. Yeah, these legs have been in here for a while. I've just had them sitting over here. But yeah, and I'm thinking eventually, I don't know when, but eventually I'm going to make a crossbar, because I just don't like the fact that all the weight's going to be on the feet of these. I know it's probably safe that way, but like having bigger trucks and stuff on here, I'm probably going to make a plate for there, and then make a cross beam that goes across the top eventually. But this is a floor support lift, which this is the floor support right here, and as you can see, this is the end that I wanted to do some repair on. You see how rusty and ate out that is. I mean, it's not going to hurt, because this is where the main support is, where you run your vehicles over, is down here. And this is the ramp, and it's actually all right on the end. My buddy kind of bent it on this end, so I'm going to have to bend that back out. But I got everything here. Just got to do some work on it, make it look nicer. The airlocks work. There's a line right there that's got to run the whole way over to the other one, but the so yeah, we'll make a Harbor Freight run. I got to go to Harbor Freight. I got to go to Lowe's to get electrical plugs and wiring. I got to go to Advanced Auto to get the PR15, and getting a bench grinder at Harbor Freight to clean all that hardware. So we'll see you. We'll see you at Harbor Freight. Oh, by the way, while I'm thinking about Harbor Freight, if you guys haven't checked out my Teespring page, I actually am the only one on Teespring that made a Harbor Freight shirt, and it's funny. So if you guys want to get a funny Harbor Freight shirt, there's one on my page. Alright, so I got fiberglass strand filler, I got glazing putty, a big thing of glazing putty, which I'm sure I'll use it over time, and some JB Weld to fix that side skirt. We're working on the lift tonight, we're not working on the Lancer, but I didn't want to have to come back to get all this stuff. So, Harbor Freight's just around the corner. AutoZone, Harbor Freight! So I got most of the stuff I needed while I was out. Me and my buddy just went, had a drink, and went out to eat for my birthday, because today is my birthday. It's almost over. I'm at Walmart now because the only things I didn't get, which one thing I can't get here, which is a trailer light. Tell everybody where we're at, Stewie. We're at the emergency vets. You want to know why? Tell them why. Because you ate a dryer sheet and you've been throwing up all night, right? Yeah. So, we had to get him checked out. He's dry heaving, throwing up. So, the star of the show's down. You want another bite? Huh? Go ahead, stick it up there. Let him know I wanted some more. He would too. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, because I stuck this on top of his thing.
Yeah, he was about to eat another piece. Dryer sheets are so nummy, huh?
Now we don't know if there's a blockage or what's going on.
Why? Why you do this?
Cost Daddy's birthday money.
Yeah, there goes all my birthday money. Here, you wanna eat some more? Stewie, I hope you're happy. That was all of my birthday money. Yep, came out to exactly $6 less than what I got for my birthday. So I got $6 for my birthday. I'll make sure I don't spend it all in one place. We're gonna go celebrate. Stewie, what do you want to eat? Oh, that's right, we can't afford to go out to eat. We're going home. So the report is we're back home. They put him on nausea medicine. They think he just has an upset stomach. And Stella is checking him out. How is he? Is he okay? Is your brother okay? Give him a kiss. Huh?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with your brother? Huh? So, I want you guys to know that we're still not out of the woods yet. Stewie is still not acting himself. He normally is crazy about food. We're supposed to feed him little bits, and he will not eat. He must have a really upset stomach. He sniffs the food, but he's normally crazy when you put food out, and he will not eat. What's wrong, buddy? Yeah. So we're gonna give him a little bit of time. We'll see if later in the day if he'll eat. Hopefully he will. But he cost me all my birthday money. He's worth it though. So anyways, I gotta get some stuff done here this morning, and then I'm gonna pick up where I left off. I was gonna work on the lift, and because of him, I just never got around to doing it because it was 12:30 at night when we got home from taking him there. So just not getting the stuff done I wanted to get done this weekend, and it's just because of him. So it is what it is. We'll see what we get into today. Well, guys, it's just been a whirlpool of things that we really have no control over, and that just a bunch of bad stuff is happening. And like with all my projects, and then Stewie not being okay, I haven't been recording, and I'm unmotivated. I'll put it that way. So, anyways, let me get you up to speed on things. It is now Monday. I had to take off work to watch over Stewie. He still has not ate since Saturday. The doctors think that his stomach is inflamed and irritated. He ate part of a dryer sheet. He threw up most of that Saturday night. He threw up everything that was in him Saturday night. So they thought maybe a possible obstruction, but after they examined him, they felt there was no need for x-rays because they can normally feel an irritated spot if there's an obstruction, and he feels soft and everything's good and his vitals are fine and everything. He still won't drink. He won't eat. They gave him fluids Saturday night when we went to the ER, and gave him nausea medicine because he kept throwing up. So he quit throwing up. So all day Sunday, won't eat or drink. He was actually starting to get a little dehydrated by the end of the day, and he threw up again, bile. And so we took him back to the ER Sunday night. So Sunday night they looked him over again. They believe that, well, he was dehydrated, and that they think his stomach is inflamed, so they gave him some nausea medicine again, and they gave him medicine to give him an appetite, and also gave him medicine to coat his stomach and esophagus so that he won't be so irritated and possibly will eat again. It's now Monday. Still will not eat or drink. The doctors want us to give him until Wednesday, which worries me. Wednesday morning. So the rest of the day today and tomorrow. So I'm going to have to take off work tomorrow, possibly, and watch him again. But I've tried to coax him into eating things. We've tried all kinds of different stuff, and he just turns his head. Won't even eat bacon or chips. He just sniffs it and then turns his head. He just doesn't want any parts of it. So the star is down and out. In fact, right there is a piece of chip. I laid it there, and I've left it there for a while. And the poor boy, you can tell he's out of it. He's been laying here all day. Huh. He doesn't want no parts of anybody right now. I put a water dish over here hoping maybe he'll get into it. He doesn't want any parts of anything. Yeah. On top of that, we got the lift in here. Started inspecting it. Like I said, I wanted my buddy to blast the legs of it because there was a little bit of rust. Didn't look that bad. So the main beam with the motor on it, I ground it up. It looks good. It was good. The other beam, I got into it, started grinding it, and it had some scaly rust on it. It looked pretty, didn't look too bad until I started beating on it with a hammer and scaling all the rust off of it. And the more and more I beat on it, the more and more came off of it. The foot of this leg here is about half thickness. Now I just I put rust treatment on it, and I decided, no, I'm not putting it up like this. So what's going to happen right here is I'm going to grind this even some more. But we're about half thickness right here, the whole way across it and down through here. So I'm going to get the welder out, and we're going to go to town, and we're going to weld across the top here and then underneath these legs down. I'm not going to fill this whole thing in, but I'm going to weld all this in, and then I'm just going to have to use a straight edge and grind until we get it pretty much flat. It's still thick where the bolt holes are, and it's still real thick down across the bottom. It's about right here up and away from these holes, in the center right here. It's starting to get thin. I don't know. This thing must have just sat in water or been bolted down in water because it's horrible. So I need a grind. I need to actually get a grinding wheel out and go to town on this thing and grind it. But I was a little down about that. I was a little upset. My original plan was I wanted to put a top support beam across it, and I decided against it after a while. After seeing this, after I get this welded up, I decided we are going to do a top support beam. So we're going to make a plate that bolts into the top here. There's already 4 holes in it. So we'll bolt a plate there and have a beam that comes up at an angle and across and then down at an angle to a plate over on this side. So that way not all of the weight is on the bottom feet of this. This will actually, it'll just be pushing down on it. But it's going to be a while. I have a subscriber, his name, I think it was Thomas Painter. Anyways, I'm going to put a link down in the description. He has a Facebook page and he has an eBay page. And he actually made me this shirt and made one for Ashley. And he made me some stickers. There's a shirt. And he has several different stickers. I didn't stick them on anything yet. But it's not all Chevy stuff. He just sent that to me because I like Chevy stuff, obviously. But he has Ford stuff. He has Toyota, all kinds of different stuff. So go check out his page while you're at it. And please go check out my page also. Alright, so poor Stewie. This is Tuesday. I had to take off work again because Stewie still is not eating or drinking. The last 2 mornings he's actually come into the kitchen when we're getting the food out. He wants food, and you put it down to his face and he turns his head. He will not eat or drink. So this morning I took him to our normal vet and I left him there. They're going to evaluate him, give x-rays and everything. They said his stomach doesn't feel irritated. They don't know if there's a problem with his throat or his stomach, but I really hated to leave him there because he was pissed off. He did not want to be there, you could tell. And he's normally not like that. He's lovey, and he was actually hissing and growling the whole time. But I had to leave him there. They're going to, hopefully they'll give him some IVs because it's been since Saturday that he's even ate or drank anything. He's had 2 IVs since to get fluids in him so he doesn't dehydrate. But I did some work on the lift. I've been welding, and I'll give you guys a better view of what I'm working with. I'm just running bead after bead on the bottom of that, building it up, and then I'm gonna have to grind it down flat. I got a straight edge. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'll feel a lot better about this, putting it up like this, than the way it was. So I'll give you guys a closer view of it. I ran out of weld wire yesterday, and I had to go. I went and bought a 5-pound spool of solid wire yesterday. So, but I haven't welded since. So, I'm gonna go out here and I'll show you where I'm at. So, I'm not gonna weld completely. If you can see what I'm doing here, I'm doing, you know, like a double T pattern, and you can see all the welds. I still have to build it up right here, but the best way for me to show you is to put the slate on and throw this up here. We're still full thickness down here the whole way across, but like, and it's full thickness right at the edge here, but it's just like domed in, and that's why I'm building this up. It's hard to do with a camera in one hand. This gives you more of a perspective of what I'm working with. You can see how much, you know what I mean? Like, you can see how it, you know, it gets thicker, and there's not near as much gap down near the bottom. It's all up here. It's horrible. So, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna build this up some more. I don't know if I'm gonna go any further out, because it's actually pretty thick over here, and it's pretty thick out on that end. I actually haven't built up too much, but I need to run some more passes through the inside of here, and run some passes out through there, maybe come down here a little bit. Then I'm gonna run passes down this way, and then I'll have to keep running the straight edge over it, and grinding, and it's gonna take a lot of work. Look, you can see I still have a gap where I welded there. That's why I said I have to build it. I need to build that up some more. So that's what I'm doing right now, and we'll do a time lapse. Okay, so other than adding some more cross weaves in here, I've been grinding it down. I was getting the metal too hot, so I stopped and started my grinding. Basically, this is just reinforcement, so I'm going to get it as flat as possible. I've been putting the straight edge up against it. I shouldn't have welded down that far, because the metal's actually thick down at the bottom, so now I got to grind these off like I did over there. Grind it off. But this isn't really as much of a deal, since I'm going to put a top support on it, but I definitely wanted to get this welded and have more support in the bottom of it, so that's why I did this. So, as soon as, well, I got to go pick up Stewie. They sedated him, and basically he has an extremely sore throat, and that's the reason why he doesn't want to eat. The x-rays showed nothing. His vitals and everything are fine, and they think he will come around. We just have to keep giving him the stuff that coats his throat. But they think that's why he is not eating, because of it. He has an extreme sore throat from throwing up and stuff. So as long as they keep him from throwing up, which he hasn't thrown up for a while now, he'll be alright. But I gotta go pick him up. He's gonna be really groggy when I get him. So I'm gonna hit the road. I really don't like seeing him like this. He's really mopey. Well, I mean, they did have to sedate him because he was really upset, so he's just really mopey right now. Us do. Aww. So the sedative makes Stewie pretty kind of drunk. Stewie, you want to go back in the cage? No. You're alright. Come on. He don't know what's going on. Oh no. Ooh. You've had too many, Stu. Stu Man had the drunken munchies. He's ate twice now. The heat's on, so he's laying by the heater, a little dopey. We've been having the drunken adventures of Stu Man. How you doing, Stu? Stewie. Hey. Hey, man. Hey, Stu. What are you doing? Gonna take a nap back here like that? Alright. So here he is. Back to normal. Just gonna act like nothing happened. Yesterday morning you looked like death. Now we're all fine and dandy and eating. $600 later. Huh. $600. You don't care. He said, just pet me. Just pet me. Yeah.
I came home and he was pulling out my leg.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, feed me all day.
Because he's hungry. He's a hungry boy. Yeah. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to work on my lift a little bit. Hopefully, I'll be able to get this thing up by the weekend. But, yeah, I know. I didn't do a lot of work on this episode. And you know what? That's okay. Because this is my life. Like, I can only record what I'm doing. And if I'm not working on something, then you'll just have to wait until, another video. I record what I do. So, this is me. This is what my channel's about. And I'm going to get to work on this lift. So, if you like this episode, go check out some of my other ones. Like, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrecked.